It's me again, Abby Souffrant, your Director of Revenue, and I'm here with another business friend. And y'all make sure y'all tap in. Y'all know how I do. I have her information scrolling at the bottom, but we want to hear from the business boss herself. This is Shanelle Robinson. Make sure y'all give it up. Throw some love in the comment. Thank you, Shanelle, for joining me today. I want you to spill all the beans. Okay, I want to hear all the beans, right?
Yes.
Just enough, and then I want the people to book you for your services later on. So Shanelle, tell us who you are and what is your business.
So first and foremost, thank you, Abby, for having me. I am so excited to be here. So as Abby stated, my name is Shanelle Robinson. I am the owner of Wealth and Real Estate LLC, and I teach W-2 owners how to leverage their income, how to build wealth, and how to build passive income streams. Because the ultimate goal is that you want to make that 9 to 5 an option. You want to live life on your own terms, and you really want to gain time freedom. So I teach people how to do that.
Woo! You just come out the gate with just fire. Like, listen,
Yeah.
I want your 9 to 5 to be an option.
Make it an option.
Make it an
Absolutely.
option. So basically, you're trying to make our money make money, and us recoup our time in the process.
Yes. Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. Make our
Okay.
money work for us.
Yes. Okay. So let's talk about that. How without giving too much, but how can our money make money? Like, how does that work? Like, what plan or system do you suggest? You know, if I'm just like if I'm new and I'm just starting out, how can
Mhm.
I start the process of having my money make money?
So I always tell everyone to do what you love, right? I'm a huge proponent of doing what you love. So a lot of times we are programmed to think that we go to work, we put in all those hours, we come home, and at the end of the week or after 2 weeks, we get a paycheck and then we take that paycheck and we spend it. But when I say make your money work for you, you take some of that money and you put it in other buckets. And when you put that money into other buckets, you're allowing those other buckets to make money for you. And if you want to take it a step further, you put it into buckets of passive income streams. When you're sleeping, that money is making money for you. So every time you are laying your head down Monday through Friday and doing something that you love to do, spending time with your family, your money's working for you. So that cha-ching is hitting that account on a regular basis.
I like to ching. I don't mind them kind of
I like
notifications
cha-ching.
on my phone.
Absolutely. Yes, come through Zelle, Cash App.
Well, however, if it came through, I'm happy it did. I'm grateful it did. I hear a lot of people talk about this particular topic online, and sometimes it gets a little like overwhelming because they make it seem so easy. And sometimes that makes us who are not necessarily used to, let's say, investing our money into other buckets
Mhm.
comfortable with starting. So do you have any tips for any like first timers like that want to start putting their money in other buckets? Like what do those other buckets look like?
So those other buckets are numerous, right? So I like to tell people to do what you like to do. Do something that you're interested in. Like
Mhm.
I want to get into the stock market so bad. I'm in it a little bit, but I've always been scared because I'm like, I don't know where my money's going. But people always tell me invest in something that you like. If you're buying Apple iPhones every day or you're going to Starbucks every day, invest in that, right? So it's the same thing. I
Mhm.
particularly love real estate, so it's in my name, wealth and real estate, right? I teach people how to build wealth and passive income streams through real estate and entrepreneurship. So real
Yeah.
estate is my jam, right? So there's so many ways in real estate that you can build money and you can get money. So I would find a way, like what works for you. How much time do you want to put in? And then help you understand that there is some risk, right? So when you're investing your money, you have to take some type of risk. So I think from the beginning, it's the mindset of understanding that if you want your money to work for you, you're going to have to get into the mindset that it's possible and that you can do it. And then let's just talk about what works for you, what
Mhm.
money you have available, where you can get money from, and what is more comfortable for you. And then we'll go from there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm blown away. I love it. I love real estate too. Me and my husband started dabbling in real estate a little bit before the pandemic, and then the pandemic hit, and then so also all those prices, and so we had to back out expeditiously.
Oh no, there's always, listen, really, there's always a way to win in real estate.
Yes, 'cause we weren't necessarily ready, and because there was so many unknowns, at that
Mhm.
time, we weren't willing to take on that extra unknown risk.
So I think
But
that's a major challenge with a lot of people, the unknowns. And people
yeah,
don't do it because they're afraid to do it. But that's what I'm here for, to teach people and make them
right.
more comcomfortable.
And so like right now, a lot of the buzz is because so many things are inflated. Inflation is very
Hmm.
visible. If you haven't been outside, you don't know what inflation has done. But if you've been outside,
Oh
the
yeah.
inflation has
Hmm.
um, taken place in so many regular aspects of our life. It's not even things that are necessarily luxuries, but it's just your
Hmm.
your everyday things, groceries especially. Like
The
that's a
necessities.
here the necessities are inflated. And
Hmm.
then you talk about real estate, and then real estate to some extent has been inflated. And I know that some people are hesitant because real estate has gone up, or there's the risk of it crashing. And I tell people I'm not necessarily a real estate specialist per se, but anytime you can invest, I think you should invest,
Yes.
but always have your strategy. So how would if I'm talking with you and I want to invest in real estate, but I'm nervous about the economic, the health of the economy and the real estate realm, how um, how will you help me kind of just make it make sense? And you know what I
So
mean?
I always, yeah, I understand. That's a great question. So I always tell people that real estate always works. It doesn't matter how bad the market is, how good the market is. Real estate always works as long as your numbers work. So a lot of challenges people have is that they jump in doing the same things that maybe that they used to do or that their friends do, thinking that it will work, right? So the way I invest is going to be totally different as for how you will invest, right? I
Mhm.
personally like buy and hold, which is rental properties. I think that that's the best way to build wealth. I think that that's how your money continuously works for you, as opposed to flipping and things like that, where you get that money, that quick money. But once you
Yeah,
get that quick money, what are you going to do with it, right? So you got this
like,
big pot of money from a flip. What are
yeah.
you going to do with it? Like you have to reinvest it and figure out what else you're going to do with it for it to
You have
keep
a
making
certain
money.
time frame to move that money quickly,
Right.
and it's got to be moved in the right
Yep.
account and it moved quickly.
Yep.
So
It
there's
has to be
more
moved.
rules. There's always rules. So
Exactly. So when I buy a property and I hold it, I'm getting multiple benefits. I'm getting the benefit of that income coming in every month, that cash flow. I'm getting the benefit at tax time because I get to write off all of my expenses and repairs every time I travel to the property, every time I've picked up the phone, every time I went somewhere, I get that piece of it. Then I get the benefit of appreciation. So over time, we know even though the market is getting crazy, we do know that over time, properties appreciate in value. So I
right.
get multiple benefits of being able to hold that property. So it really is about just having that conversation and really working through what really works best for you and determining that you can do this. And you don't, and people say, I don't want to clean toilets in the middle of the night. I don't want tenants calling me. Well, there are ways for you to get a property manager. If you don't want to be that person that's dealing with it, I know people who own rental properties and have never even been there. Like you have people. As long as you have people and your numbers work for you, and they're still collecting a check. I personally manage my properties, but it's another
Yeah,
story for another day.
yeah,
But
yeah.
there's always a way for it to work for you. So stop listening to the naysayers, to people who basically tell you not to do it, or probably the ones that don't do it themselves and always have, the scary stories. There are ways. Put yourself in circles of people who are doing it, and they will lead you and guide you and give you the advice that will work for you.
That is key. Putting yourself in the
Yeah.
circles that are actively doing it. You know how they
Hmm.
say you shouldn't be the smartest person in the room? Oh, I have changed my circle. I've
Oh
been placed,
yeah.
and it's like, well, some people will be like, it's uncomfortable, it's whatever. Baby, I'm in the room, I'm a fly on the wall. I say hello to
Hmm.
everyone. I treat everybody with, of course, with kindness and love, but I have them talk about themselves and what they do. And once
Hmm.
people, talk about themselves, they feel real good, and then they start to like you because it's like, okay, they're kind of invested in me. And so
Hmm.
I'm here to just learn. If I don't know, then
Oh,
I need to be,
absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? And so being in the 2023, there's so many opportunities to learn. They have so many
Hmm.
conferences that are put on by our people. And
Yeah.
if you just go to learn, or you just go and say, I'm gonna be VIP. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with this VIP. It gives me backstage passes. It gives me an opportunity to talk to this person and that person. And I think if you're just honest and transparent, I think people are willing to help you a whole lot more versus you just be like, oh, I know how to do this and I know how to do that. Like, no, I think that there's a humbling effect, especially when you don't know everything,
It is.
to go and learn and be in these circles of people, and they have to trust you. That's like anybody else; they have to trust you. But I think that if you show a level of just you being serious about it, you
You
take it
do.
seriously, that there's other things that you don't have so many things that distract you, and you're
It's
zoned
true.
in. People will value you, and they will take you to places quicker than you could go by yourself.
Absolutely. And you know what? When you put yourself into circles of people like that, everything changes. I think I realized when I started doing that, so many things changed about me. My thought process changed, my mindset changed, my conversations changed. I started talking like I had it. Like I walked into the circles and I'm like, all of these people, oh my gosh, these millionaires people have more, way, way more than I do. And I
Yeah.
found myself over time, I started talking like them. Yes, I didn't care if I had one rental property. If you have one rental property, you are an investor. Like, right? Don't, dim your light. I'm an investor. Like, right?
Yeah.
So my conversation changed when I got into put myself in those other rooms, honey. Listen, yeah, yeah, I'm an investor.
Sure am. That
I
don't count.
surely am.
I am an investor. That means I know what to do. I've taken the
Hmm.
risk, and people take you more seriously when you take the risk. It doesn't have to
Yes.
be as high as like real estate, but even when we take different courses or in other masterminds, like your level of involvement speaks volumes because not
Yes.
everybody takes it seriously. And if you
At
are
all.
someone who wants change, who wants something different, you're gonna have to do something different. And
Yeah, it's that conversation that people keep saying that I want to do, I want to do, I want to do. Well, when do you want to do? Like, right? Even if you're constantly failing at it, at least you did it. But the ones who keep saying I want to, I want to, I want to, it's like I need to see you do it.
yeah, yeah. And so like even with my situation with real estate, like we bought the house next door to us because it became on the
Mhm.
market. Like the man put the sign up. I was like, hey, I want this house. I didn't really have a plan, but I was like, I know I want this. And it worked out. That's fine. So now my husband and I were ready back to invest again. We're gonna do something a
Mhm.
little different. We have a whole plan that's set out. It's not fully finished, but we have a plan. But I think when it comes to wealth, real estate to me is always number one. Like, there's always going to be people, and people always
Yeah.
need a place to live.
Show
Whether
me,
it's
show me one billionaire investor that does not invest in real estate.
Thank you. Thank you. When you observe those who have 10, 100x more than you do, what's in their portfolio?
Yep.
I don't watch TV. And so
Mm-mm.
I'm constantly on social media watching, listening, and following other people who supposedly, some of them, yes, are verified that they have wealth. Others are,
Mm-hmm.
you know how social media is, you know,
Mm-hmm.
look at those who definitely are on stages and are in certain
Mm-hmm.
conferences. Because if y'all didn't know, I'm telling y'all a secret. All the people who got money show up to conferences. Okay, they're either gonna hang out with
Okay.
their buddies or they come to learn something new, and then they be in the VIP.
Yep.
Okay, so you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in rooms with VIP people, and they sit next to me, and they're eating with their children and just having casual conversation. We'll just laugh it up. It's not so intense, but you
Yep.
do know that everybody in this room is serious because they made an investment.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yep.
it's the exchange of money for an opportunity, for education, for an
Yep.
experience.
To
Okay.
be in the room for resources, for all of that.
You take a
Yep.
picture,
Yep.
you compliment them on it. You know, if you don't know what something to say, like compliment them on their outfit, or if they have their children around, like how old are your children? I have children that age too, and just
Mm-hmm.
find something that is of a common theme between you all, and then you get the conversation started. You know, you take a
Right.
picture of them, you tag them on social media. Yeah, follow me. I would love to follow up. What do you have? You know, I'm
Mm-hmm.
just here. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not
Yep.
coming in with the
Yep.
woe with me, it's hard to invest, my money acting funny. Money gonna always act funny. You have to tell money how to act. If it keeps acting funny,
Mm-hmm.
money, you need to stop acting funny. Okay, I need you to
Mm-hmm.
pull up on me and do right.
Yep.
Okay. So my money, as I
100%.
did last year, we not gonna be the money, we ain't gonna be paying these statements and bills. Okay, we need to
Mm-mm.
accumulate to be somewhere else. That's where you
Mm-hmm.
go. Um,
Yeah.
That's enough of my tangent. But so when it comes to your services, what are the different services that you offer in your company to help people who are interested in building wealth in real estate?
So ultimately what I do is I teach, I educate, I coach, I work with people who are just stuck. I help people get unstuck. Like we just had the conversation a while ago. People just don't know where to start. So people who have booked sessions with me have booked like strategy sessions. Like, hey, I have this little pot of money. I have access to this money. How do I use it or leverage it to be able to get started? And then we work through that. So by the end of the phone call, you have a plan, right? And then I also offer like ongoing services. So we can have a couple of calls a month where I can walk you through it and walk you through. So people who want to purchase maybe their first rental property, I walk them through the beginning to the end. So I'm also a real estate agent. I'm a licensed agent, realtor in New Jersey. So I also have that insight of being able to, with the buying process, right? Buying process, renting process. I have that expertise as well. So I can work with you on that. But what I really want to do, or I really do, is educate. So I do go to, my ultimate goal is to get into the school systems because I believe that the younger you start, when you start talking about wealth and money and savings and credit, entrepreneurship, things like that, the younger you are, the better you are, better off you are. I did not grow up having that, and I see how much work it took for me to get to where I am. So if I could get to the youth that are be just about to go to college or have just exited college or even the younger teenage population, that would benefit them. So I do speaking engagements. I work with youth groups, programs, things like that, workshops,
Yeah.
interactive workshops, things like that, to just really get out there and talk and speak and work with people on being able to understand what wealth is really and knowing that it's possible.
Yeah.
I will be the first millionaire in my family and my immediate family, and probably my extended family as well. And I am also being an entrepreneur. There are a lot of firsts for my family, and I want to set this precedent to know that for my daughter to know that this is what she could do, that this is possible, and for generations to come, continue that. And I want all families, especially minority families, to be able to have access to that and know that they can do it.
I know that's right. Yeah, she said
So
I am the first millionaire. I heard,
I will be.
I heard it. Like I am. I speak that, which I am. I am
Hmm.
that. I am the first
Absolutely.
in my family, and I am paving the way for the generations after me. I love it.
Absolutely.
Look, you just a whole package.
Absolutely.
You the whole package.
Ah,
I don't know why they won't listen. Listen, Chanel, tell them how
I'm
they can
working.
contact with you. What's your website? Don't be in her DMs. We don't do that. That was 2022. I get free consultations in people's DMs. Y'all know y'all wrong.
No, no more pick. We're not picking brains in 2023. I just posted about that the other day. We're not picking
You
brains.
no, we talk about mental health and triggering things. As an entrepreneur, as a
Hmm.
business owner, it is triggering when y'all come up to us and be like, "Can I pick your brain?" No, no, you cannot. No, you cannot pick my brain, and I will not allow you to do that. And or people will
But what
ask,
I can do is send you that invoice. I can send you that invoice if you need me.
I get often, what's the best way to talk to you? The best way to
Hmm.
get my attention is to get on my calendar by way of
Hmm.
invoice.
Hmm.
There is a level of
Yeah.
expertise that I have. There is a specialized knowledge that I have that Chanel has that we have
Hmm.
curated into our products and services. And 9 times out of 10, we over deliver anyway because there's just so much. But y'all have to understand that the investment even starts at the small stage of even the consultations. Okay.
Hmm.
It's a mindset thing. It's not, I'm going to
Hmm.
waste money by talking to her. No, you know that I have an expertise in this thing. That little
Hmm.
investment is just it's not even we're not even cultivating the land yet. We're just breaking the ground to show you what possibilities are out there for you to even become the first, second, or continue to be a millionaire in your
Hmm.
family lineage. But that first investment will always change your mind, will always set the trajectory. And you want to be with people who are qualified. And so
Hmm.
Chanel has got it. Y'all need to book her up to the point where she hits me up and it's like, Abby, I can't take
Ah.
no more people because they keep coming. Like that's my charge to y'all. I ain't got no problems with her doing her thing. I know she's gonna do it and do it well. I need y'all to book her out, okay, so that we can get more families on the trajectory of being millionaires and building wealth and with all that, changing our mindset. Changing your mindset
Absolutely.
is really the foundation
Absolutely.
of anything that you do to be
Yeah.
successful. It don't matter
And you
what it
could yeah, and you could do it on your own terms. So real estate is so broad. I mean, it can be from residential to commercial. I just opened up a commercial space as well. So there are
oh,
things that you can do. And yeah, I did. I just purchased, not just some months ago, I purchased a small building and I turned it into an event space. So I'm going to have it's a platform for me to be able to host educational workshops, but also to be able to host bridal showers, baby showers, things like that. People can run it out, and it's another stream of income. And it's something that I like to do. So,
and you just said it so humbly. I just bought a commercial space a few months ago, and I'm in my commercial space. I don't own it. I clearly rent it, but I would want to own it. I want to own my own. Okay, clearly, she know what she doing. She got her own space. Listen, when I come to Jersey, I need to let you know when I'm coming to Jersey. We got to put a event together. When I
absolutely.
in your building, we got to
Yes,
make it happen.
absolutely.
Yes, and,
Yeah.
and listen, and that's how the wealth keeps coming. You with the right people,
Hmm.
do the right things.
Yep. Yep.
Anyway, what's your website, Chanel, so that they can go ahead and book you out for your services and get on path of building wealth and building up their real estate portfolio.
So, yes, if you want to book a consultation with me, or if you would like me to come to your organization, your school, your group, youth group, adult group, church group, anywhere, you can
Mhm.
find me at www.wealthandrealestatellc.com. And you can find me on all platforms at Wealth and Real Estate as well. So I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Yeah, TikTok. Oh, TikTok.
She's there, y'all. She is there. Y'all make sure
I
y'all
am there.
wealth and real estate LLC.com. I'm so excited for your new clients for 2023. We're going to do a 2023 year in review about all the new clients that you're going to onboard and help build
Absolutely.
portfolios and build wealthy streams of income with. So I'm excited for you. Thank you so much for joining me today,
Yay.
Shanelle. I appreciate it. Y'all know how we do. We are here building wealth and building our real estate portfolio. Y'all be good. Until next time, we check out later.